Hi, and welcome to this NeuroPilates class. My name's Heba, and I'm going to be taking you through the class today. In NeuroPilates, we theme each class towards a different part of the brain, and today's class is themed towards your brainstem, which is this part of your brain. It's the top of your spinal cord, and it's the part of your brain that's keeping you alive. It regulates all your autonomic functions, such as your heart rate, your blood pressure, your digestion, your breathing rate. And what comes out of this part of the brain is also all our cranial nerves. So the nerves that control the muscles of our face, of our throat, of our ability to speak. So what you can expect from today's class is we're going to be starting and ending with very neurological exercises to stimulate those cranial nerves. And then throughout the middle of the class, it will be more traditional Pilates, but with an emphasis on breath-initiated movement and also deep twists and stomach movements to stimulate the viscera and get more receptors communicating with our brain from this area. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with our cranial nerve exercises. Now go ahead and stand in your best posture and take your thumb out in front of you, and keeping your head absolutely still, you're going to track your thumb as it moves around with your eyes without wrinkling your forehead or involving any of the muscles in the face. And the reason we're doing this is 4 nerves that come out of your brainstem, 4 out of the 12 cranial nerves are actually devoted to vision alone. So by doing eye exercises, you are directly stimulating the part of the brain that's keeping you alive. Now go ahead and change direction. Circle the opposite way, following your thumb. And again, just notice how this makes you feel. Are you able to keep your head still? Does one part feel more tricky than the other? Hold the thumb out in front of you and bring your thumb towards your nose. Stop when the thumb gets blurry or splits into 2, and then move it away. And let's do that again. We're going to be repeating these 2 exercises at the very end of class on one leg to challenge our balance. But for now, we're literally just doing cranial nerve wake up, if you like. And let's go ahead and combine these 2 together. So start to circle as you're coming in. So track your thumb as it's coming in towards your nose, and then move it away again, circling in the opposite direction. Okay, one more time. Let's come in. And then move it away, circling in the opposite direction. And relax. Now we're going to work our tongue. So the tongue is also controlled by one of the cranial nerves and is a muscle that gets weaker as we age. So we need to keep it nice and strong to almost convince our brain we're younger than we are. So go ahead and start to circle your tongue in your mouth like this. And these are exercises that are typically given for stroke rehab. So if you know anyone that's struggling, recovering from a stroke, and they're struggling with their speech, do share this video with them. At least they can do the beginning very easily from whichever state they are in their rehab. Change direction of those tongue swirls. The main thing with this is you really need to reach fatigue. So if the few reps we're doing now doesn't cut it, go for a little bit longer. Pause the video and keep circling your tongue until you feel that burn that you typically feel in your muscles. And relax. Well done. The last exercise for the cranial nerves before we go into more spine movements is the facial nerve. This one, particularly if you've had Botox or anything, intervention in the face, is particularly important. So go ahead and do this with your eyebrows. 1, 2, and try to find a tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do it again. We're going to go up, up, up. See if you can keep with my count. Many of us actually struggle to keep that tempo with our eyebrows and actually be able to control these muscles. Let's do it 5 more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, let's do a roll down now with our spine. So basically we're going to pretend we're standing against an imaginary wall And we're going to drop our chin to our chest and peel the spine one vertebra at a time off that wall as you roll down. Just feel how your flexibility feels today. How do your hamstrings feel today? And then slowly roll that one vertebra at a time all the way up. And let's do that one more time. So inhale to prepare, exhale, bring your chin down, peel your spine off this imaginary wall behind you. And then bend the knees at the bottom and walk out to your all fours position. So what we're going to do now is we're going to inhale to arch the back, look forward, widen the sit bones, and then as we exhale, draw your navel up and in, bring your sit bones together and come into a cat stretch. And as you inhale, widen your sit bones. Feel like you're breathing into your pelvic floor, relaxing your pelvic floor fully, and then exhale, bring the sit bones together and push the floor away from you to come up into the cat stretch. It's nice to add a little bit of hip movement here. So as we go into our happy cat like smiling cat, our legs are going to internally rotate, our feet are going to flick out, and then as we go into our sad cat, our legs cross over. So inhale, arch, and keep alternating which leg goes over each time. Exhale, we cross. Inhale, flick the legs out, thigh bones in. That will help you widen your sit bones more. And then exhale. Inhale. The breath is really important in this class. And I don't normally cue inhale, exhale for the whole class. But today, we're really going to try and feel like the breath is initiating the movement. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth or the nose, whatever you like, or both. The important thing is that the inhale be done through the nose. Go ahead and stay now in your cat stretch here, in your sad cat. Inhale, allow your tummy to hang, almost like you're pregnant. And then exhale, pull your navel into your spine strongly. You're going to inhale, allow the tummy to hang, and then exhale, pull in. You know, in yoga, when they do that Kapalabhati breathing, we're going to try to do it here with the exhalation. Like stomach pumps while you're in cat stretch. This will improve our gut motility and get the gut talking to the brain and the vagus nerve also talking, which is one of the cranial nerves that comes out of your brainstem. And I know it's the more famous one. Keep pumping. Up, 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 up. On the exhale, we're lifting. Inhale, release and widen. And now cross your ankles the other way and let's do another set of about 20 pumps. Exhale, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, another 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. Inhale, release and relax. Swing your legs round to the front and start to sit bone walk all the way to the front of your mat just to loosen up your pelvis, get a figure of 8 going in your pelvis. Grab the back of your thighs and let's roll down and put our hands on our belly here. And we're going to breathe in, just allow your tummy to inflate strongly. Exhale, draw your navel in and up. Inhale. You can even add some pelvic tilts if you like. So inhale, let's widen the sit bones and arch our back. And as we exhale, tilt your pelvis towards you as if there's a cup of tea here. You're spilling it over your tummy. Inhale, allow your stomach to expand, your sit bones to widen. Exhale, draw your sit bones together and spill that tea over your abs. And again, inhale. I know you don't feel like you're getting much of a workout yet, but trust me, this will turn intense now as we get into our Pilates work. And in the brain level, you're getting a big workout. So one more time, inhale and exhale. Good. Let's take our hands behind our head, shuffle back just to create some length and really let your head heavy in your hands. Now we're going to start the exhale before we curl up. So initiate the exhale first. Feel the ribs closing and traveling down, and then feel like you're curling up, your usual curl up position, but as a result of the exhale. And then inhale to lengthen back down again. Exhale, start. then curl up. Keeping that space underneath your chin so you're not jamming your chin, you're jamming your neck, and keeping the head feeling extra heavy in the hands. Using the exhale to get that natural, gentle scoop through the abdominals. I'm doing a loud exhalation. I know not everyone likes to do that. I'm doing a loud one just so that you can really hear when the exhale is meant to be. And we always say use the breath as a tool rather than a rule. In Pilates, use the breath to aid in the movement to make you do the movement better rather than just breathing in and out for the sake of it. So the exhale here allows us to curl up that little bit higher. It allows our diaphragm to pull all of that organ content up, which tends to descend as we age. So we're lifting everything up. Feel like the diaphragm is pulling everything up with that exhale through the mouth, and then inhale, release. And now we're going to do the pumps here. So we're going to exhale, curl up, inhale to prepare, and then stomach pumps. And notice how your diaphragm rises up into your chest, making you curl up just that little bit higher, like we do in pulses. So as you're working your abs, try keep the movement there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done. Let's do it with a twist now. So take your left leg across your right and send your legs over to the right. First, just take a few breaths here into that left rib cage. In fact, it's nice to take the left arm in the opposite diagonal so that you feel this whole side is stretched and opening, and you're breathing into that side. So take a nice inhale, really making your left rib cage feel so elastic. And then grab the hands behind the head after you've done about 3 breaths. Curl up again in this position. Inhale, release. Exhale to curl. We're doing 5 and then we're doing pumps here. And again, lift. 2 more plain ones, leading with the exhale. Hold it here and pump here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 15. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Switch the legs. Cross the other one over. Stretch it out first. Just take 3 breaths here. Feeling all the breath going into your right rib cage. Feeling the ribs are nice and elastic again. And notice if it's a lot easier on the right than it is on the left. That would be very typical right-handed person. You just feel that expand a lot more because we're stronger here in these muscles. Curl up again 5 times. Hold it at the top now on the 5th one and pump for 15. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Relax, stretch your legs and arms out, getting ready for the 100. Wouldn't be a Pilates class without starting with the 100. So squeeze your legs together tight. Imagine here that your organs already got so heavy, almost like you're trying to imprint your spine while your legs are heavy. Lift the arms up to the ceiling. Turn your legs out if that helps you connect to your glute seat. And then curl up with the head and shoulders. Wait till your legs feel light. And only if that feels like it's coming from your center do you lift your legs. If that feels like it's pulling on your back, go higher up at 45 degrees. But we want fast arm pumps. Take a rest for a second. Establish which position you're going to do. Are you ready? And breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 20, in 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 30, in 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 40, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 50. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 60. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 70. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 80. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 90. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 100. Either rest or take your feet down. We're going straight into the roll up if you have energy. Exhale, scoop the abdominals deeper and see if you're able to come up without momentum, stretching forward into your abdominal scoop position here. Round back. Flex your feet strongly. Pretend you're pushing the floor away with your feet as you roll down one vertebra at a time, taking the arms overhead and feeling that lovely stretch in the abdominals. And then again, inhale, lift. Exhale to peel your spine slowly. Make the feet feel heavy as you scoop forward. Really deep scoop here, since today's class is about viscera and stimulating our organs or the receptors around our organs. And then stretch. And we're always doing Pilates anyway, but it's making things more aware. The classes are supposed to make you more aware of what's going on. And there's a level of awareness where some people are really aware of their anatomy and can actually visualize exactly what's going on to their colon in this position, or what's going on to their intestines, and just feeling like you have a different level of awareness as you're moving, almost like you're meditating through movement. We're going to stay up this time. Scoop, good. And then just cross your right leg over your left and go into a deep twist. Remember, I said we're going to do a lot of deep twists today. So this would be more like a yoga position where you're hugging your leg, compressing the front of the ribs, making the back of the ribs come alive. And the more you twist, the more you're going to push your left foot away forward. So push your left foot away and twist and release. Let's just do this. We're going to exhale, twist, and look back. Inhale, release. As I twist, I'm pushing my left foot forward, turning my head back. Now I want you to notice, if you take your right tongue to your top, not your right tongue, your tongue to the right top molars, as you're twisting, can you feel that makes you go extra in your range of motion? It makes you twist further. Just compare 1 rep without the tongue, 1 rep with the tongue, and see. Can you feel what a difference that makes? So our tongue is a great predictor of our movement. And take your eyes right to twist even further. Eyes right, tongue right. Eyes right, tongue right. Eyes right, tongue right. Okay, you've reached your maximum twist now. Let's see if you can hold it. Can you take your arms out into a letter T? Look at your back fingers. And then twist, or look past your fingers, and then twist to that spot that you were looking at. And then look even past your fingers again, and twist to that spot. And relax. And just compare. Go ahead and twist, cross your legs, just twist to the right, and twist to your left. Can you feel how much more freedom you have in the right after just doing that active rotation? Let's do the same on the other side, and then we'll go back to working our abs. So cross your leg over, the left one. Hold the knee with your right hand, and then as you're turning to the left, you're going to push your right foot forward in the opposite direction, and then release. So turn, elongate your spine. Don't force the elongation though, because that will block your spine. So just easy, nice long spine, but without overdoing it. Exhaling to go. Inhale, return. Now exhale to twist. And take your tongue to the top left this time. Maybe even eyes left as well. Now hold it to your maximum. Go. Take your arms out to a letter T. Look past your back fingers, your left hand, and try go to that spot. Look past again. Is a good stretch for your eyes as well. And then get to that spot. One more time, look past the hand and then reach that spot. Hold, hold, hold. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And relax. And all your thoracic spine should feel super unlocked now. We're in the perfect position to go straight into rolling like a ball. Sit just back off your sit bones. Bring your feet up nice and close to your bottom with the knees a little bit open, hands on the outside, elbows to the outside. Now here, you really want to feel like it's your abdominals that are sending you back. So scoop your navel towards your spine as you're going to go down, and then you change your mind. Just do a little bit of rocking first. You're scooping. You're almost going to go, but then you stop yourself. You're almost going to roll back, but then you catch yourself. Yeah? And then when you're ready, let that initiate the roll to your shoulder blades, and then we come back. If you're slamming into the mat, just do a really slow, grabbing the back of your thighs for assistance, rolling through. If this feels too easy and you don't really feel your core center, then go ahead and stick your elbows to your knees. I like to exhale on the way back just to feel that scoop making me go back. And the scoop is always easier on an exhale. Squeeze the elbows to the knees the whole time. Last time. Keep your eyes to the pubic bone. Let's come down straight into one leg stretch, which is a great one for compressing here and waking up our viscera. Let's take a deep knee hug. Feel that two-way stretch and switch and switch and switch. Just breathe out for most of this exercise. Breathe in as and when you need to. Nice linear movement. Align your hip. If it's coming out like this, make sure you adjust it with your hands. Shoulders away from the ears. Feel free to keep your head and shoulders down if you like. Take your hands behind the head. Let's go to crisscross directly from here. Make sure your leg doesn't go so low that your back arches. And when you're twisting, we want a deep twist with the elbows wide open. Really feel like you're twisting deep, like wearing a seatbelt, taking that armpit towards the opposite hip bone. Breathing out for most of this exercise for 5, 4, 3, 2. Mini rest with the head as we get ready for double leg stretch. Stretch to your hollow hold here, arms by the ears, eyes at the pubic bone, and legs only as low as you can keep a nice heavy organ feeling. And then circle your arms around as you hug your knees back in. So as you go to your double leg stretch, you don't want to come down. You want this hollow hold to be up and this distance to remain the same. And then circle. And again, exhale. And return. Feel free to keep your head and shoulders down if your neck is bothering you. Otherwise, eyes at the knees, eyes at the pubic bone. Deep knee hug as you pull in, nice and tight. And hold the hollow hold here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now roll using your center. See if you can roll to the side. Now lengthen in this position with your legs hovering. Use your center to come back to that double leg stretch position. Organs feeling heavy. Hold it here. Slowly use your center to go to the other side. Elongate your spine. See how much control you have without arching your back. Control it with your center, and then use your core to come back to that hollow hold. Let's do one more time on each side. We roll to the right. Try not to roll completely over. Go easy on the tempo, and then slowly use your core to come back to center. Reach, and then use your core to roll to the other side. Lengthen, 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 and then we come back to center. And we sit up, ready for spine stretch forward. So we're sitting here, legs just outside of shoulders, not too wide. Lengthen up nice and tall, arms reaching forward, scoop down. Like your forehead's gonna go here in the center, and you're going up and over, round spine, arms reaching forward in 3 pulses, and then you roll up, lengthening tall. So we go up and over for 1, 2, 3, and then roll up. And we go 1, 2, 3, and roll up. Exhale. Now let's do it with speed. We go down and up and reach and roll up and reach, roll up. Exhale, reach, roll up. Last one, reach and roll up. Point your toes, sit back off your sit bones, energize your legs. Actually, I need to scoot forward because we're going into open leg rocker. So scoop your abdominals in, make your legs light, 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 so light that they just pop up. And then we go into rocker. Lift your breastbone, send your triceps to the floor as you lift your breastbone up, shoulders down, and keep a firm grip of your hands at your calves to be able to balance here. If you feel like this is challenging to stretch the legs, it's absolutely fine to bend your knees. But as you reach the top, lift your breastbone, it helps. Lift your breastbone and send your triceps down to the floor. Last two. Last one. Hold it at the top, legs together, arms reach. Have a go at doing teasers here with everything static, the legs exactly where they are. You roll back, kiss the floor, lift your breastbone again. If this feels like too much, feel free to grab the back of your thighs, bend, and then stretch. And then come along for the ride with a little bit of assistance from your legs. Otherwise, we go straight into this. 10 more if you can. 1, 2, inhale as you come up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last time, 10. Stay up. Either take your elbows back for hip twist, modified, or if you're used to doing the full version, go into this position. I'm going to take the modified position. Make sure you're not sinking. You're lifting. Bend your knees for a little break, actually, because that might be a bit much. Stretch the legs and circle around. Breathe out for most of the circle. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out. Breathe in at the top. Try to keep your torso stable. I know mine isn't very stable. I'm working on it. Inhale at the top. Exhale around. Inhale at the top. One more on each side. Exhale around. Inhale at the top. Exhale around. And inhale, lift and relax. Now we're going to lay on our stomachs to work everything in the opposite direction. So first, I'd like you to just rest and wiggle your bottom from side to side. And that will help loosen up your lower back. And then you're going to take some really deep inhalations into your belly. And feel your abdominals pushing into the floor strongly. And notice what that does to your lower back. So for most of the class so far, we've been using the exhale to initiate the movement. Now we're going into extension. We're going to use the inhale to initiate the movement. So go ahead and take your arms in a sort of W position just outside of your mat and really inflate your tummy into the floor as you lengthen forward and rise to a baby swan. Exhale, relax. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears and inflate your stomach to allow you to that length and extension at the same time. Keeping the back of the neck in line with the spine, no wrinkles. Open the legs a tiny bit, and then we're going to inhale, lengthen, stretch the arms, lifting the abdominals a little bit here, but don't brace or lock them. And then elbows come down again. So we're going to lengthen forward, stretch the arms, and then exhale. Every time you come down, feel like you're placing your ribs one step further forward. So inhale, shoulders away from the ears, and extend. Exhale to lengthen. Now we're going to stay up. Just see what it feels like to do pumps here. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, pump in. Stomach pump. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lengthen down and release. Lovely. Now we're going to inhale, extend, energize the legs, and as we rock down, we're lifting our legs, just the typical slow rock. We inhale, extend up, exhale, energize the legs. Keep the shape like you're a rocking chair, just tipping back and forth. Make sure you remain in the exact same shape. Inhale, extend up, exhale to lengthen. Bring your hands in underneath your shoulders now to get ready for more of the full version. We're going to throw our arms forward and back up again. Big exhale. Keeping the shape is key. And then we're going to just rock back and forth now. And that's enough. Hard to talk in that one. So just take a nice deep child's pose here, really breathing into the back of your rib cage. Coming up into all fours again. And just twist to one side, looking at your bottom one way. Do lateral flexion with the spine, and then look at the bottom the other way, like you're trying to see your hips. So kick your hip over to the left and look to the left, and then kick your hip over to the right and look to the right. And then go ahead and take your plank position, stretch one leg out and then the other one. Feel free to go on your elbows if your wrists are uncomfortable with this. And we're going to try to do some pumping here as well. So we're going to exhale, pump up with the viscera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, you're exhaling on each pump. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Brief child's pose again. Now you're going to take your plank again, but this time your bottom leg is going to thread through. So you're in a twisted plank from the lower body. And feel free to stick your legs together and just do this kind of thing. But if you want a deeper twist, thread the bottom leg through. Ready? Inhale. Try get through 15 pumps here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Either rest, like me, or go straight into the other side if you have energy. Ready? And you won't feel as much pump as you normally do in the cat one. It'll be tighter. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Elongate your spine at the same time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Child's pose. Rest. We're going to do one last load on the wrist. So again, if you're feeling sensitive with your wrist, feel free to do this either against a wall standing at a 45-degree angle or go on your elbows. We're coming into our plank again. Take the right knee to the left elbow. Twist deeply. And then you go knee towards the wrist, knee towards the elbow, knee towards the wrist, knee towards the elbow. Let's do 10 of these. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Either downward dog or child's pose, whatever makes you feel good. Ready? Other side. Left elbow to right, left knee to right elbow. Go down to the right wrist, up to the right elbow. 2, 3, 4, lift from your center. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to downward dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Ground your feet strongly. We're going to slowly roll up from here. So roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time, and come back to the middle of your mat. We're going to do the same exercises. Actually, just take a roll down, just see how you feel now compared to the beginning of class. Hopefully, you're feeling a lot more supple, and then you can get to the floor easier. I'd like you to try doing some of the moves we did earlier in class, but on one leg. So, just to challenge our balance a little bit, the three eye movements, the tracking, the convergence, and then the tracking and convergence combined. So, stand on one leg, probably better on the floor rather than a squidgy mat, but I'm gonna stay here anyway. And then circle your thumb. This is gonna be a lot more challenging for your balance than when your eyes are still focusing on one point. Change direction. And then bring your thumb towards your nose. Move it out. One more time. So again, we're working on cranial nerves here. And then circle as you're coming in. Baby circles as you're converging. These parts of the brain, by the way, the brainstem also controls your posture in a big way. So as you're doing this, change direction again. As you're doing this, know that you're not just stimulating the part of the brain that's keeping you alive, well, as if that were not enough, but you're also helping to wake up the parts of the brain that control your posture and uprightness. So let's change legs. We can stand on the other one. Same thing, let's just use the other arm just for balance. Circle. Change direction. And if you're struggling with this, just keep your foot lightly touching the floor like I'm doing now. Then converge, bring the thumb towards your nose. Twice. Let's do that one more time. And then connect the dots, baby circles, as you're coming in towards your nose, and then circle away as you're going away from the nose. Feet together, feet hip distance again, big breath in and out. And we're done. A very easy way to keep this part of the brain alive and healthy is every time you finish brushing your teeth, just do a little bit of eye exercise. It could be some tracking, it could be some convergence, it could be keeping your toothbrush stable and moving your head instead in a circle while keeping your eyes locked on the target. There's tons of ways, and as you keep doing the classes with me, you're going to explore more and more ways to exercise your eyes, which have so many direct relation to different parts of the brain. So if you know anyone older that you think could benefit from this class, please do share it with them. Subscribe to the channel, and of course, if you like the class, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one.